is a total of 45 years in the Department of Corrections.
That was the final reckoning today for one of the young men who killed Alexa Bartell by hurling a landscaping rock into her oncoming car.
Nicholas Karol-Chik pleaded guilty to lesser charges and cooperated with the prosecution. He is the first of those involved in Bartell's death to be sentenced. Kevin Bond from 9 News Investigates was in court today. And Kevin, this was really emotionally charged.
Kim and Tom, today, everywhere you looked, there were tears. Tears from those who loved Alexa Bartell, tears from Nicholas Karol-Chik's parents, tears from Karol-Chik himself.
I was Alexa Bartell's girlfriend.
The words came haltingly.
And I know when death comes, everyone comes out and says how spectacular of a person they were, but I am seriously here to tell you that she was the most ever spectacular person I've met.
Words of remembrance.
Innocent, short-lived, beautiful life was stolen from her on April 19th, 2023.
Words of pain. All from the night 3 18-year-olds drove along Indiana Street and hurled a large landscaping rock at Alexa Bartell's oncoming car. It blew through her windshield. She died in an instant. In a Jefferson County courtroom, Nicholas Karol-Chik faced the consequences of that night. Consequences that include prison terms for him and his accomplices. But that was of little solace to Alexa Bartell's family.
I will spend the rest of my life visiting a gravesite. Their families will have birthdays and holidays together. Mine will have silence and grief. I am serving a life sentence of pain. My daughter's life, her laughter, her milestones, all gone.
For his part, Karol-Chik apologized, even as he acknowledged the hollowness of it.
Nothing I can say will erase the pain, hurt, and fear that I have caused. Nothing will repair the harm that was done. And nothing I say will bring back Alexa Bartell.
Then, after more than 2 hours of pain and tears, after the judge issued his sentence, deputies led Karol-Chik out of the courtroom. His next stop is prison. Another of those involved, Zachary Kwak, is set to be sentenced tomorrow. He faces between 20 and 32 years in prison. The sentencing of Joe Koenig, convicted last week of first-degree murder, is scheduled June 3rd. Kim and Tom?
Okay, it's worth noting that Karol-Chik could have gotten up to 72 years today. 45 is a lengthy sentence, but he could have gotten even more. So what did the judge say about this?
So the judge noted some things in his favor. He had no prior criminal history, and most importantly, he cooperated with the investigation, he cooperated with prosecutors, and the judge talked about the fact that he showed appropriate remorse for his actions and said that he took all of that into account. And he could have gone as low as 35 years. The range available under the agreement was 35 to 72 years.
Okay.
Still 2 more to be sentenced, but of all the days of emotion in the courtroom, today seemed to have an especially strong pitch to it.
It was, it was 2.5 hours of really hard testimony. And I tell you, I was struck by Nicholas Karol-Chik's emotions. He was emotional when he testified in court a couple of weeks ago. He was emotional today. It appeared he was weeping at times while he was listening to Alexa Bartell's family members talk about their loss. And they played a video at the end of their talk, 4 minutes of her dancing and talking and playing basketball and laughing. And he watched that very intently. He clearly understood that part of what was expected of him was to acknowledge what was happening there.
A life taken.
Yeah.
A tragic, irrevocable act, and there's still more sentences to follow. Kevin, thank you for following it.